Hey guys, Games for Life here. It's finally Xmas time in Astroneer. Are you ready? I'm about to be ready. So in this video we're gonna be adding lights to our base. We're gonna extend it a bit, add more power, then we're gonna decorate it, and by the end I'm gonna try to build a snowman, with emphasis on try. I'm not really good at it, but we'll see what comes out. You might have noticed we've got quite a bit of nanocarbon alloy behind me here. We got this from the Exofarm event this Halloween. We'll need 1 nanocarbon alloy for a portable oxygenator. That's right, we're gonna unlock the portable oxygenator, so we're gonna have no more oxygen problems. This is 10,000 bytes, but we've got that. We've got a ton of bytes. And let's run here and get some oxygen. See, that's the problem with it. We always run out of oxygen. And let's craft it. We're gonna replace our oxygen tank with the portable oxygenator. Now we can turn it on, and the QTRTG is gonna provide exactly 1 unit per second. So now we have infinite oxygen. Before I was interrupted by this sudden lack of oxygen, I was saying how we got a ton of bytes using our byte farms. So we've got a big byte farm on Kelidor. It's not a huge one, it's big compared to the one on Glacio. We had a bigger one in the last save on Aatrox. Maybe we'll build that again, or something even bigger. But we don't really need more bytes, we are getting a ton of them, and we've got almost 400,000 bytes. I think it takes like 240,000 to unlock everything in the game. So I'd say we are good there. Great, so now that we are good on oxygen, let's go ahead and unlock some cool stuff in here. I want some curved platforms, I want lights, so let's see what we can get. Here we go, so we're gonna unlock the A, B, the C we already got, then we're gonna get the large curved one and the XL extended. Should we get the extra large storage? Yeah, why not, let's get that too. Should we get a solar array or an XL wind turbine? I mean, there's no point in solar on Glacio, but we could get some more wind power. Even though I'd be happy with just the large ones, but we'll see about that later. Let's start with lighting. I think that would make the base look a lot better, so I already added some work lights here for our printer area, and we've got this thing right here for all our storage. But I'm thinking we should add a ton more lights to the base and also to our automated scrap farm and automated trade platform. I'm gonna unlock the tall storage and we can use this for lights. And then we've also got a tall platform that we can use for that. So I'll go ahead and set up some lights, then I'll show you guys. I decided to go with the tall platforms instead of the tall storages, basically because they're not only easier to use, but they also offer more storage space, which means more lights, and we still have the top of them open, and we're gonna use that top to place the special Xmas items once the limited event starts. I can't wait for it. We are so close to getting it. And yeah, that's the Christmas event that happens every year, where you need a ton of scrap in order to complete it, but you also get some cool rewards. Honestly, it might be one of the best events of the year, and it's really festive because it's for Christmas. Now, I mentioned you're gonna need a ton of scrap for that. That's exactly why we have a scrap farm behind me. I've also built an automated trade platform in the video where I built this scrap farm, but we won't be needing the trade platform for the event. You will, however, need the scrap farm. So, if you want to see that, I've got a video that should pop up on screen right now. You can watch that after finishing this video, of course. So let's get back to our base design here. So I placed these lights all over the place. We've got 3 of these tall platforms here for our automation section of the base. And you can see this place that's flattened right here wasn't here before. This is gonna be for our power section that we will move in just a second. We've got some more lights in between these platforms. The whole base is illuminated and we can see very well at night. This is much better and it's more aesthetic. Now the next thing is we're gonna move all of these power items, the batteries, the RTGs, the wind power, everything. Oh, and we got some more QTRTGs too. Those are also from the Exofarm event this Halloween. But we are gonna move all of them over there to that flattened area. And I want to have an interesting design, and we're gonna leave these platforms here so we can have more storage on them. Alright, so I already unlocked most of the platforms we're gonna use, so I can go ahead and craft that. I'll obviously do it off camera because that would be really boring, but basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move all the batteries to some extra large platform B. Let me show you. That means these ones. We can place 10 batteries on each of them, and we've got 16 batteries right here. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna craft 14 more for 30 batteries in total. Let me do some math here. So we've got 512 per battery, and we're gonna have 30 batteries. That means 15,360 units stored.
Okay.
So over 15k units of power stored in just the batteries. That's gonna be awesome. And then obviously we're gonna get some more wind power on there as well. Maybe some RTGs too, since we've got some more nanocarbon alloy. So I'll get to work on that and I'll keep you updated on the progress. I got all the batteries here. We should go ahead and unpack these. Well, that was satisfying. So we've got all 30 batteries here. Now let's go ahead and unpack these two as well. These are some XL curved platforms. And I want to have 4 of them in sort of a circle here. And we're gonna use the large wind turbine on all of these slots. And then we'll see what we can use here for the middle. But yeah, then we're gonna have the middle of the circle. And I was thinking maybe 1 XL wind turbine. That could work well. Yeah, I think that sounds good. So let's go ahead and unlock this as well. And the large one. I finally got all the materials we need. So that's it right behind me. We've got an XL wind turbine surrounded by 8 large wind turbines and 4 RTGs. I think this is gonna look pretty sick. So let's go ahead and unpack all of these. There we go. That's all of the circular platforms. Now for the big central one, the XL wind turbine. There we go. Now let's deploy it. And this thing is huge. Look at that. But this looks really good here, don't you think? Yeah, I think this just looks amazing. Now we need to take all of our RTGs and small wind turbines here. And for these, I think I'll just use the platform C. Like the exact one they are on right now, and I'll set these on the side next to our batteries. Let's plug them in as well. There we go. And all of these is connected to the base via the scrap farm and then the automated trade platform, and it goes in there. So we've got our little power section set up here. I'll definitely want to expand this in a future video, but right now it's time to decorate the base, and I'm also gonna try to build a snowman, but don't get your hopes up for that. We'll see what comes out of it. The first thing that comes to mind is fractal roses. Those look extremely good on Glacio, but we're gonna have to get them from Novus, so that's where we're going next. But then I was thinking some boom balloons would also look nice. We'll have to see about those, but for now I'll go for the fractal roses. And here goes the last fractal rose. Planted it. So I spread these out around the base. We've got some on this side, right behind the platforms, some you can see through here. Then we've got some around the back and also lining this area. I didn't really put any on this side because we're gonna keep building here. So we'll do that once we are done. Should we also add lights to this section? I don't know, I feel like we are not actually going through here a lot. We're just using the power from this section, but we are not physically coming in here. I don't know what to say about lights there. Maybe sometime in the future, but for right now we don't need them. But the fractal roses look really cool with this Glacio color. So what do you say? Are you ready to see me struggle to build a snowman? I think you're ready. So let's go for it. We need a body first, right? I think that's how it goes. Does this look like a snowman yet? Let's keep going. Our snowman is actually taking form right now. Is this big enough? I don't even know the scale of this thing, but I guess this is okay. It's not that round. I mean, it's not as round as I would have liked it to be. Should we call it round enough? I think we can call it round enough. This is not part of the snowman. I'm just building a platform to get up here. Now we need the second part. We'll see how this goes. In my defense, this is harder than it looks. So keep that in mind while making fun of me in the comments, please. This right here is the head of the snowman. Yeah, I think we need to expand the base a little bit more. Oh my god, this kind of looks terrible. I'm a little bit concerned that this would hunt me at night. You can consider it a haunted snowman if you'd like. Alright, I think I've got the perfect combination between festive and haunted. So I guess it's time to paint this thing? I don't know, I'm not even sure if I want to do that. I'm teleporting to the core right now, because there's a specific shade of blue that I want to get for our snowman. And we can only get that shade from the core. And that right there on the ceiling, that's the blue I wanna try. I don't know if it's actually gonna look alright, once we get it lit up on the surface. But this lighter one, this is what I was thinking. So let's go ahead and collect that. We're gonna need the terrain analyzer. And here we go. We need to get it filled up all the way, and there it is. Actually, I'm gonna take the other shade of blue too, just in case this one doesn't work. So we're gonna have to choose between these two colors. So we've got the darker one, and then we've got the lighter one. I think this one works better, the lighter variant. So I'll go ahead and paint it all. And I think that's all of it. So we got it painted pretty nicely. Maybe it also needs some eyes though, so let's use this other shade. So that's gonna be our snowman right there. I think he looks cute. Doesn't he? I guess it also needs a name, so let me know any name ideas you have down in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to pick the best one. That's all for today. I've been Games for Life, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!